What if we promoted what we know about the universe being artificial? The James Webb Space Telescope has just provided the clearest and most frightening image of Proxima B, an Earth-like exoplanet located in our cosmic neighborhood. The most unsettling thing about this world is that Proxima B could be inhabited, but those living there are not responding to our radio signals. Exoplanets are fascinating worlds located outside our solar system. These distant worlds are very interesting to us humans, but they can also be terrifying. We can detect other planets in the vastness of space, but we cannot see them in detail, and we have very limited opportunities to make contact. For many years, we have had to accept the fact that we are discovering planets in the universe that resemble Earth, and that theoretically, there could be life there. But so far, we have not been able to answer the question of whether extraterrestrial civilizations exist and what to think of these creatures. Near the galactic corner lies the Proxima Centauri system, and within this system is a world that could be very similar to Earth. We have tried to make contact, but so far, our calls have gone unanswered. As humans, we are determined to continue our search for other planets and forms of life in space. We have built the best and most expensive telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, which cost $11 billion and will finally provide answers to many lingering questions. The investigations of this telescope are now bringing us definitive insights into what is truly happening on the exoplanet Proxima B, the next inhabited exoplanet. Imagine that an extraterrestrial civilization could be living practically at our doorstep, and we don't even know it. Researchers were astounded when, in 2016, they discovered a planet similar to Earth in our neighboring star system. Proxima B was detected by a team led by scientist Guillaume Anglade and studied in detail in the months following. Since then, Proxima B has been the closest known exoplanet to Earth, located about 4.24 light-years away. It has long been considered a super-Earth. The discovery of Proxima B was a scientific marvel and sparked worldwide excitement. This rocky world had such striking similarities to ours that scientists were simply thrilled. The planet, with at least 1.17 times the mass of Earth, orbits around its parent star in the habitable zone, where liquid water could potentially exist, with an average surface temperature of -39°C. The discovery was not only celebrated within professional circles but was also hailed globally by space enthusiasts and researchers of extraterrestrial life. Proxima B became one of the main topics in the media for weeks. Could there be life in our immediate cosmic neighborhood? Could it have been there all along, and we simply didn't see it? The possibilities and expectations were enormous. The organization responsible for detecting extraterrestrial technological signals in space pointed all available antennas toward Proxima B. After some time, the first radio signals were sent toward the planet, but so far no one has responded. Soon after the media frenzy, we may have learned why no response had been received. Proxima B showed signs of a tidally locked orbit in new studies, indicating that the planet has a day side and a night side. The day side is likely too hot for life, while the night side is too cold. However, researchers found a narrow habitable zone where life could potentially exist, extending several thousand kilometers. Therefore, hopes are not entirely dashed. But the next findings shook UFO enthusiasts and extraterrestrial advocates. Scientists observed an extreme solar flare emitted by Proxima Centauri toward its planet, the closest one. If Proxima B has an atmosphere, it would be severely threatened by such eruptions of particles from its parent star. Events like solar flares from Proxima Centauri are not rare, and we can assume that Proxima B is constantly exposed to such extreme solar winds, making the likelihood of life or the existence of an advanced civilization on this planet increasingly implausible. Proxima B orbits its parent star very closely, taking about 11.2 Earth days to complete an orbit. If Proxima B is theoretically located in the habitable zone, it's because Proxima Centauri is a very dim star. Proxima Centauri, for example, has only 0.0015 times the luminosity of our Sun, and its surface temperature is around 3042 K. Nevertheless, Proxima Centauri is an active star, frequently emitting solar flares and powerful solar winds, which could affect the potential habitability of its planets. In the Proxima Centauri system, there are many other interesting planets. Researchers have found evidence of another rocky world similar to Proxima B, and they've identified traces of at least 2 other planets that could resemble Jupiter or even Neptune. The Proxima Centauri system is very interesting for our research because it is part of the much larger Alpha Centauri system, consisting of 3 stars. Alpha Centauri A is similar to our Sun, Alpha Centauri B is slightly less imposing than the Sun, and Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf that, at first glance, doesn't seem to match the other 2 stars. Alpha Centauri A and B likely formed in a cloud of dust and gas, but Proxima Centauri is so different from the other 2 that it may have formed elsewhere. Proxima Centauri may have once been a neighbor of the twin stars and was later captured by their gravity. However, this doesn't mean that this star has formed a less rich world. So far, researchers have found no evidence of exoplanets around Alpha Centauri A and B, but they have found plenty of evidence for planets around the dimmer star, Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri is about 0.21 light-years away from Alpha Centauri A and B on average, but its orbit is very different. The elliptical orbits of this star take it well beyond the orbits of the other 2. Interestingly, it was long thought that Alpha Centauri was a single star, but only when telescopes improved did astronomers realize it was likely 2 stars. Proxima Centauri was only discovered in 1915 when the first electric telescopes provided a clearer view. Now we are fully in the era of the best telescope ever built. In 2022, the James Webb Space Telescope launched a whole new aspect of space exploration. James Webb provides the clearest image of Proxima B. What this telescope can do is astonishing. With the help of the JWST, we can detect the light from distant extraterrestrial worlds, and for the first time, we have the possibility of tracking highly developed civilizations in space. Thanks to its MIRI spectrometer, the JWST can easily distinguish artificial light sources from natural ones. In theory, MIRI can detect large light sources such as cities, airports, or industrial establishments on distant planets. Instruments like the NIRCam and NIRSpec were designed to analyze the environment of far-off worlds and, for example, to find signs of water. But the highlight of the new telescope is its 18 honeycomb-shaped mirrors coated with gold, allowing Webb to see farther and deeper into space than any telescope before it. With this ingenious technology, we now have the clearest image of Proxima B that we have ever seen. Once the investigations are complete, we will definitively know whether there is water on the planet and in what quantity, whether Proxima B has an atmosphere, and if there are signs of biomarkers. Biomarkers are gases and elements that support life, such as oxygen, methane, and carbon dioxide. Currently, researchers are even working on technology that will allow us, in the near future, to detect signs of simple organisms, such as single-celled organisms, in the oceans of distant worlds. What would happen if Proxima B indeed has an ocean? What would the possibilities for life be? The most exciting question is probably whether there is intelligent life there. A world filled with plankton or algae would be a huge success for science, but secretly, we all hope for contact with a completely different civilization, similar to ours. SETI has launched an interesting project for this potential contact. Although our radio messages from Proxima B have not received a response, SETI firmly believes that the Proxima Centauri system could be similar to ours and that there could be intelligent life there. The radio message was sent a few months after the discovery of the planet, which means it took until 2020 to send it. Proxima Centauri is just over 4 light-years away, so a response would take at least 4 years to reach us. For now, we cannot rule out the possibility of a reply. What we cannot know for now, however, is whether the beings living there are even capable of receiving radio messages from space. We also don't know if other civilizations are familiar with radio technology, or if there are only animals or other forms of life on distant worlds. Billionaire Yuri Milner is collaborating with SETI to build small probes that, in a few years, will head to Proxima Centauri at near-light speeds. Equipped with cameras and minimalist measurement instruments, these spacecraft, measuring only a few centimeters, will be sent in large numbers to analyze our neighboring star system. In addition to the fantastic investigations by Webb, we will then have the first real images of this distant star system. Subscribe now and don't miss any new videos.